Hello and welcome back to Blackwatch Intel. My name is Crashy, and today I wanted to kind of bring a little bit of a tip for you all. I know that I find myself in games from time to time where, you know, you're attacking and you're stuck at a choke and you and your team keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and it really just comes down to beating your head into the wall. And, you know, sometimes nobody's willing to swap and nobody's really doing much of anything, and that's kind of okay. You know, you can't really convince people what to do in terms of what hero they want to play, and, you know, one tricking is super popular, and, you know, just people like their mains and what they want to play. But there is a tip, and it's something that people often just don't think about, and for whatever reason the map Horizon Lunar Colony is kind of in my mind, so we're going to use that as the example. But the best tip I can give in terms of just being stuck on attack is just to change the direction that you attack from. Now think about Horizon Lunar Colony attacking on the second point. Everybody goes to the top right, kind of like the catwalk area, but think about the different entrances you have. You have the far left, you have the straight through middle, you have the bottom right, and then you have the top right. All of those are actually viable options. You could, you know, straight dive through middle, you could wrap all the way around through the left. You could kind of use like the cover of the catwalk and that like weird moon buggy thing if you come out bottom right, and if you have some hit scan or even like a Junkrat, maybe even a Pharah, top right is a pretty viable option as well. But one thing that I feel like people don't do is they just never try something different. Sometimes it just takes a difference of perspective in how your comp plays and like where you want to be positioned to actually make that breakthrough. And so one thing I've been doing a lot lately and just trying to implement in my games is using voice chat to kind of emphasize that, hey, you know, this isn't working for us, we don't need to swap, we just need to go a different way. And you just try it until one works. Try it until the enemy team is caught off guard just enough where they were comfortable with the defensive position they were holding to keep you coming from that one direction, where now when you come through the bottom right or you wrap all the way around, it puts them in an awkward position and they're not ready for it. Essentially, when you change up your position on the map, when you change the point that you attack from, you will end up having like one person on the enemy team minimum who doesn't really know where to go. You know, on Horizon Lunar Colony, a lot of people don't expect you to wrap all the way around the left side. So if you're on defense, it's that far right side where the mega health pack is. A lot of people don't expect a full team to wrap around there. And it may not be the best option if the enemy team is running, like, say, a Junkrat, but if they're running a Torb and they're keeping that turret in the backhand corner, you have to know that you can avoid all that turret damage by going through the back left. And, you know, if you have a Lucio, it's always great to change the kind of attacking point that you come from, and you can speed boost at the last second. And if you have Winston, you can always jump out of the, you know, the main, or split pushing, like having, you know, like 2 people go to the left and like 3 people take the top right, like keeping a hit scan top right, and this is something that works on a lot of maps. You know, I think Hanamura being the only kind of example that is or the kind of map that you can't do it on, because it has like the one choke point, so you pretty much have to bust through that. But just constantly thinking about the position on the map, thinking about how, you know, the last 2 or 3 times you've done it hasn't worked, can be the clear indicator that you should just hop on the voice chat and say, hey team, let's try going bottom right. You know, it's totally random, you don't really have to have a strategy for why you're going bottom right, but it's the fact that you may cause the enemy team to be caught off guard that will actually break you through the point and get you on the defensive point. Or very least, sometimes it's just overwhelming to get everybody on the point, like physically on the point fast, and then you take the 6v6. Having a 6v6 fight immediately at the choke isn't always that profitable. Sometimes you get picked beforehand, you start taking damage and using cooldowns before you've even touched the point, but if you can get everybody on it physically, at least they are forced to change their position to contest. So that's kind of my tip for the day. I know it's a pretty short one, but I think it was a good one. I'm going to be coming out with a stream schedule pretty soon. I think I'm going to be streaming about 3 days a week, and I kind of want to do a free-for-all tournament. I announced something like this recently, but if anybody's interested in that, let me know in the comments section below. So thanks for checking out this video. Please do not leaving a like and subscribe for future videos. I appreciate it again, and I'll see you on the next video.